I always knew this day would come. Sitting in my childhood home's formal dining room, I watched my father pacing like a CEO, ready to deliver bad news. The text for the emergency family meeting came right after my sister Aaliyah announced she'd made partner at Morrison and Sterling, the city's most prestigious law firm. Of course, Mom had everything arranged to perfection. The good china, the polished crystal, everyone seated like characters in a drama. Dad, with his Morgan Stanley posture, at the head of the table, Mom beside him, dripping concern and Cartier. Aaliyah glowing in her Chanel. Uncle Robert, Dad's older brother, already shaking his head like I disappointed the stock market itself. Catherine, Dad began, full name usage, never a good sign. We're concerned about your situation. He said it like the word itself tasted bad. I sat straight in my deliberately plain black blazer. No designer labels, no makeup, no Harvard MBA class ring. Let them think I was struggling. It made what came next so much sweeter. Dad kept going. Your sister made partner at 32, youngest in firm history. Meanwhile, you play entrepreneur. The room tensed. You had a promising career at Goldman, vice president at 28. Then you walked away to build apps. Uncle Robert couldn't resist. Apps, like it was a disease. You've wasted your potential in your trust fund. I froze the trust fund, I reminded him, calmly. For your own good, he snapped. Aaliyah leaned in like a legal savior. Kat, Morrison, and Sterling could use someone like you. There's still time. Like when you told the whole family about my failed startup last Christmas? I asked. Her flush said enough. You've been working out of that tiny office downtown, Mom added, driving that old car. We just want better for you. I glanced at my phone. 6:58 p.m., right on schedule. The Wall Street Journal article would go live in 2 minutes. Dad kept hammering. What do you even have to show for the past 3 years? Uncle Robert sneered. What does your company do? I smiled. Would you like me to explain? Yes, Mom said, eager. We've tried to understand. Actually, I interrupted. I think the Wall Street Journal explains it better. Mom's phone buzzed. She glanced down, froze. Margaret? Dad asked. She turned the phone to him. The headline stared back. Quantum Solutions, valued at $4 billion. Tech's newest unicorn revolutionizes AI security. Below it, my face, my company, my legacy. Uncle Robert grabbed the phone, frowning. This must be a mistake. No mistake, I said. Though the valuation's outdated, after this morning's acquisition, we're closer to $6 billion. Aaliyah's face cracked. $6 billion? I stood slowly. Shall I explain what my company does now? Or how my playing with computers just rewrote the future of cybersecurity? Dad sank into his chair, pale. But you never said anything. You never asked, I replied. You were too busy planning interventions to notice my success. Mom's phone lit up again. Notifications, news alerts, every outlet was picking up the story. All this time? Aaliyah whispered. Yes, I confirmed. That starter condo is the penthouse. That old car is a choice. And that tiny office is the smallest floor in a building I own. Uncle Robert was still scrolling. The board, the investors, 3 Fortune 500 CEOs, 2 major tech giants, I replied. We stayed quiet for security reasons, but now it's all public. Dad looked shell-shocked. Why didn't you tell us? I smiled. Because the best revenge is being underestimated. Now, if you'll excuse me, Bloomberg's waiting. They're doing a feature on disruptive tech leaders. As I left, Mom called after me. Catherine, Wait, I paused. Oh, and Aaliyah, congrats on the partnership. 7 figures is cute. Let me know when you want to talk real numbers. Outside, a sleek black car waited. My phone buzzed. Stock up 30% in Asia. Ready to change the world? From Marcus, my COO. Always, I replied. In the Bloomberg studio, lights harsh, posture calm. I answered the host's big question. How does someone build a $6 billion company in secret? I smiled. Success doesn't need an audience. It needs focus. During the break, the messages flooded in. Dad, we need to talk. Mom, every charity board's calling me. Aaliyah, the partners want to meet you. Uncle Robert, let's discuss opportunities. I ignored them all, except Marcus's note. Goldman Sachs wants a meeting. Of course they do. The same firm that once passed on my funding round. Later, in my top floor office, yes, the one they thought was a rental, Sarah, my assistant, informed me. Your sister's in the lobby, been there 2 hours. Let her wait. I reviewed market reports while the city glittered below. Olivia's firm building stood in my view. Fitting, I owned it. Goldman will be here at 2, Sarah said, and the Times wants an exclusive. Next week, I said, let Goldman sweat. Marcus appeared with news. Olivia had posted a glowing LinkedIn tribute. # proud sister period. I laughed. Last week she said I was wasting my potential. Want to show them what real support looks like? Marcus asked. Release the Series B details, I said. The list of investors was stacked. Uncle Robert's firm? Nowhere on it. Morrison and Sterling called, Marcus added. They want to pitch. Let's meet with their top competitors instead, I said. See how that partnership bonus feels now. Then Sarah appeared again. Your parents are downstairs. I checked the lobby feed. Mom clutched her Hermes bag like a shield. Dad looked completely out of place. Send them up, I said. But bring me the Goldman rejection letter and Uncle Robert's trust fund freeze. Planning something? Marcus smirked. Just receipts. The elevator dinged. Aaliyah stepped out first. Mom and Dad behind her, awestruck by the office. Why didn't you tell us? Mom began. About the company? The breakthrough? Or that I own the building your firm leases? I asked. Aaliyah blinked. You own our building? And half the block, I added. Dad stepped forward. We were wrong. We should have supported me, like you did Olivia, like Uncle Robert did by freezing my trust fund? I asked, pulling out the documents. Mom sank into a chair. We thought we were helping. You thought success only came in suits and corner offices. Want to see real success? I hit a button. The wall turned transparent, revealing 200 engineers and developers changing the world. Aaliyah tried again. We're family. I picked up the Goldman rejection letter. Family believes before the headline. Dad said, we can fix this. I glanced at my watch. You mean fix that your failing daughter is now worth more than all of you, no combined? Silence. I have a meeting with Goldman now. They're finally ready to believe. I walked to the door. This time, nobody tried to stop me.